What's up, YouTube? Freedom over everything is, as you can see, a lifestyle. So I just moved back into this RV, which has been in storage for the past couple years. I was in Dallas for 2 years visiting family, and the whole time the RV was in storage, I was happy to be in the comfort of the city, but that doesn't last very long for me. I would rather be out here. I'm in a 1997 rig right now. Anything could go wrong at any moment. But I would much rather be right here, right now, facing the unknown than be run on someone else's schedule. So I wanted to introduce to you guys my rig and my life. And I would love to be part of this community, especially for the younger ones who are feeling like they're trying to impress someone at the risk of their own mental health. Okay, so I've put myself through this for many years, the rat race, and it is mentally exhausting, and it's just not good for us. It's just not good for us to be working until we're X amount or X age in our retirement, so-called retirement age. I got a little makeshift drying rack here. There's a lot of makeshift items in this 1997, but being able to control my own schedule is paramount, absolutely paramount. So yeah, not everything is working correctly in this rig. The main thing that right now that I'm dealing with is a parasitic draw. So I can't leave the batteries on for too long, or I'll lose my entire setup as far as my power goes. So I have to turn it on and then turn it off when I'm done using an appliance like the water pump. But it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal, guys. Yeah, so I feel super blessed to be able to wake up. Right now I'm traveling to a summer gig in New Mexico, but I feel super blessed to be able to wake up and do anything I want. Provided my previous funds have allocated and provided the creator or God is willing. And either way, I have AAA. It's $12 a month for emergency roadside, so I have a little bit of peace of mind. And this is not a long-term travel situation. I kind of did fall into this rig. You could consider it a gift if you want. We got it at a very, very low price, and there are tons of them out there. You might have to pour a little bit of money into it, but I figured right now this would be a good setup for me, considering I have the ability to flat tow my Honda behind it. So we'll take a step outside of the rig really quick right after I'm done with this. I can kind of show you guys what I'm working with here. But in the meantime, freedom over everything. And I wanted to start this YouTube channel specifically to reiterate that point across the airwaves, because we are moving into a golden era, a golden dome era, okay, as Donald Trump just recently announced. This is a smart grid system that will be implemented over the entirety of the United States. 5G, okay, at some point every device is going to be, or the goal would be, every device is going to be some sort of smart device connected to this grid. And in order to access these devices, you might have to put a brain chip directly in your head, okay? Now some will call that the mark. Okay, look, I don't want to get that much into the specifics of what we're up against, the real ID, etc. All of these things require our willing participation. Okay, they cannot willingly. There's no manpower to enforce our submission as a collective. So while we still have the youth, okay, so this is specifically for the youth and for anyone who has the energy, while we still have the energy, it is our birthright, guys. It is our birthright to enjoy this planet, this country, as we see fit, okay? And many of us, including previous versions of myself, have lost this ability to social status, okay? Our ability to just exist. Constantly being worried about pressure, etc. I see so many people falling into this trap, including my previous relationships, some of them. And I understand this lifestyle is not for everyone, but working 50, 60, 70 hours a week is not sustainable for anyone either. Okay, you can see that in the amount of people who lose their health very early on. I'm going to go ahead and dump this really quick. Excuse me, guys. So yeah, that's kind of just like a basic introduction to some of the talks, some of the content I'm going to be discussing here today. It's freedom over everything. Basically, I don't see any other option. Okay, there's no other way to enjoy this life. Even people with millions of dollars tied down to estates, they have to the comforts of living. It costs a lot of money, and an unnecessary amount of money, I would say. So I'm blessed to wake up here at this picnic area here in Sunset, Texas. On a Friday morning, we're heading up to New Mexico. I've got a pretty long trek ahead of me, a few days until I'm gonna make it there. But I've allotted myself this period of time to arrive. So welcome, YouTube. Thank you so much for joining me today. I would love to introduce to you guys the mothership, as I refer to her. And this is my good travel companion, Mr. Yogurt. And he just got into some woods, into some brush. So he's gonna need a brushing. He's gonna need a tick pill. Okay, hey Yogurt. Hey Baba. And this is my sidekick for. He will be joining us throughout these broadcasts. Okay, so quick tour. Okay, so I'm moving right now. This is kind of this is the living room area. Okay, there's not really there's not really much going on in here, besides the fact that I do need to clear some of this stuff out. Okay, we had a little. Okay, my sink, kitchen area. I'm using a lot of this for storage. We're in travel mode right now. Here's my bedroom. The bathroom is not super accessible. The toilet is not really working correctly or at all. Yeah, there was a water leak, a slow leak under the toilet that made it basically inoperable. So this is a 1997. It's got 50,000 miles on it. The engine's gonna outlast the body. The entire body will fall apart before the engine breaks down. It's been fairly reliable as far as that goes. So let me just take a step outside. Come on, Bubba. Show you guys around really quickly. Okay, so as I mentioned, I'm flat towing this vehicle behind. Somebody decided to leave a watermelon. Okay, so this was kind of the reason come on, Yogi, leave it. That's kind of the reason I wanted to grab this thing, because I already had a 5-speed Honda which I have plans for in the future. I'll talk about that in another video. I was actually living out of the Honda for a while. So in the Honda Fit, the seats actually fold all the way down. You can fit a mattress back there. And again, freedom over everything. It's something that I advocated before I got the mothership. So this was just, this increased my comfort immensely, but at the same time, this is not something I would travel in as far as road tripping, okay? I do not have the money for that. Okay, hundreds and hundreds of dollars to fill up the tank, about 7 miles a gallon, okay? Not fuel effective, not cost effective. However, if you're moving one of these to a campground that is accessible and cheap, that's how you're gonna make this work without the funds, okay? So freedom over everything, guys, okay? Self-expression. We need time to develop who we are, and that is not possible if we are working 40, 50, 60, 70 hours a week. It is just not possible. So subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much. To my TikTok cult following, thank you guys very much for being the core of this channel. And I would love to gather more of the YouTube community, especially the RV van life community, to subscribe, so I can take this journey as far as I possibly can. Now again, I have plans to go further off-road, off-grid in a Honda Shift Pod combo. I'm just waiting on the new prototype, the Shift Pod Rover, to arrive. And I'm super, super excited for that part of my journey to begin. But until then, I'm appreciating the things that I have. And this Class A, although it's bulky, although it doesn't get much gas mileage, it is 1,000 times better than paying $1,200 a month for an apartment. Okay, so everyone have a blessed day. Freedom over everything. Onlyman619. Subscribe, like. Thank you guys so much.